All right, welcome. If you're a really skilled tradie, but you're just sitting there wondering why your phone isn't ringing, while that competitor down the road, who you know does subpar work, is flat out busy, then this is for you. We're going to break down exactly how to get your phone ringing with local jobs just by becoming the most obvious choice in town.
Man, this sentence just nails the heart of the frustration, doesn't it? You can be the absolute best at what you do, but if a potential customer with a burst pipe can't find you when they pull out their phone, your skill just doesn't matter in that moment. It's all about being the most visible, most trusted answer right when they need help. So let's kick things off with why the rules for getting found online are completely different when you're working in a local town. This isn't about some fancy big city marketing game. It's about understanding how your actual neighbors search for help when they're in a jam. And here's the real problem. It happens because, Google has no idea how good your work is. It can't see how neat your work is or how perfect your finishes are. All it sees are online signals. So it just rewards the business that sends the clearest, most consistent signals that say, hey, I'm trustworthy and I'm relevant.
Now, before we get into the how-to, we need to make a really important mindset shift. See, success for a local tradie is not what those big marketing agencies are always talking about. This chart shows you exactly why most of that generic SEO advice you read online just doesn't apply to you. You don't need 1,000 people clicking on your website. What you need are 5 phone calls this week from people in your area who have a problem that you can solve right now. The goal is totally laser-focused. Win the local urgent jobs.
Okay, so next up, let's actually get inside the head of your customer. How do they behave when they have a real pressing problem? Because I can tell you it's very, very different from someone who's just browsing around.
And here is the key difference. Your potential customer isn't casually shortlisting options for a project they're thinking about for next year. Nope. Way more often, they've got an immediate need and they just want a fast, reliable solution. They are automatically biased towards anyone who looks local and trustworthy.
So your customer is probably pretty stressed. They might be literally standing in a puddle looking at a problem that needs to be fixed now. You don't have to convince them they have a problem. You just need to convince them that you are the safe, reliable person who can make that problem go away.
So to decide who gets that top spot, and more importantly, who gets that phone call, Google runs this super simple check. Number 1, relevance. Are you actually a plumber? Number 2, distance. Are you physically nearby? And number 3, and this is the one most people miss, prominence. Do you look like a legit, active, and trusted business? Google wants to be sure before it recommends you.
Okay, let's dive into the practical stuff. This is your actual game plan, the 5 specific things you can focus on to become that obvious, trusted choice that Google absolutely loves to show to people.
This right here is your entire playbook. And notice what's missing, right? There are no expensive ads, no complicated marketing funnels. This is all about having a really well filled out Google profile, getting reviews consistently, having a clear website, and just being present in those local online spots. It's all about consistency, not about having a huge budget.
I can hear some of you now thinking, but I get all my work from word of mouth. Why does any of this matter to me? It's a great question, but the answer is a definite yes, and it's for one really simple reason.
Just think about it. Your friend recommends a great electrician. What's the very first thing you do? You pull out your phone and you Google their name to find their number. Now, if nothing shows up, or if what does show up looks unprofessional and has no reviews, a little seed of doubt gets planted, right? A strong Google profile backs up that referral and makes it super easy for them to just call you. All right, I get it. You're busy. You're out on the tools. So if you can only focus on one thing to get the biggest bang for your buck, where should you put your energy?
It's this, your Google business profile, combined with a consistent flow of recent reviews. Getting these 2 things right is by far the fastest way to build up that prominence signal we were talking about, the signal that tells Google you are an active, trusted, and reliable local business.
So let's bring all of this home with the final, and honestly, the most important idea of all. This isn't about trying to game the system. It's about something way more fundamental. You might be located right smack in the middle of your service area, but that alone is not enough to guarantee you'll show up first. If a competitor has more reviews, better photos, and clearer info, Google might actually see them as a safer bet for their user, even if they're a little bit further away. Your job is to look like the strongest, safest choice.
I want you to think of it this way. Every single piece of your online presence needs to fight a customer's biggest fears. Every good review proves you actually show up and do great work. Every photo of a clean job site proves you're not going to leave a mess. Clear service descriptions prove you're a real professional, not some vague fly-by-night operator.
So ultimately, the whole strategy isn't about SEO tricks or gimmicks. It's about clearly and consistently communicating your reliability to both Google and, more importantly, to your future customers. When you make it crystal clear that you are the local, real, and safe choice, the phone starts to ring. So the question to leave you with is, right now, what does your online presence signal to a customer in need?